Hey, what's up, guys? Bitcoin is not only the best performing asset for the past decade, Bitcoin is also the best performing asset in 2020. In this video, I will explain why 2021 will be even better year, then Michael Saylor will explain why he's so bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been trading at around $23,000 for more than a week. It looks like we hit some sort of resistance level at this point. The current price of BTC is slightly more than $23,000 as of the time of this recording. This is actually a very cool chart. On the left hand side we have the highlighted line which represents 12 months of 2017 bull market run. On the right hand side we have a Bitcoin performance for the past 12 months. What is very interesting about this is back in 2017 after 12 months Bitcoin was already on a decline and it entered into the bear market. Now, after 12 months, there is no sign of slowing down. Now we can say that this bull market run officially outlasted 2017 bull market. The main reason why this market is different and better today than it was back in 2017 is because, as you probably know, 2017 bull market run was driven by retail frenzy. Only retail investors and short-term speculators, aka weak hands, were involved in Bitcoin trading. Now we have the opposite of that. Hedge funds, pension funds, public and private companies, high net worth individuals, those are all represent strong hands investors. There is no reason why this bull market should finish right now. Also, if you take a look at the Bitcoin Google trend, we will notice that search for Bitcoin starts to increase just slightly. If in 2017 Bitcoin peaked at 100% of popularity, now we are at 20% of popularity. Also in 2018, Bitcoin reached 20% of popularity. Maybe retail investors start finally waking up once again. I'm assuming if Bitcoin price will continue to increase, it is reasonable to believe that we should expect the Bitcoin surge to go up, at least slightly. But here is the problem with newbies and retail investors. Most of them are not financially fit. They have a very short-term view on the market. They would be very happy with 10% gains. One of my friends asked me if he should be day trading Bitcoin. I said, absolutely not. No matter how much time I spend explaining him why long-term investing is so much superior to day trading and short-term investing, he will still end up doing whatever he wants. If you day trade, it's just a matter of time when you will get hurt. If you play with the fire, eventually you will get burned. Here, what actually long-term investors and strong hands are doing. If you take a look at this chart, we will notice that Bitcoin balance on exchanges continue to decrease. They are not interested in jumping in and out of the market. They want to accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can and keep them safe. Since March of 2020, as Bitcoin was increasing in price, the Bitcoin balance outflow from cryptocurrency exchanges was increasing respectively. Now, there is even more reasons to take your Bitcoin out of the crypto exchanges as soon as possible. Because FinCEN just proposed a new cryptocurrency rules where account users would have to prove to exchange that your unhosted wallet, aka hardware wallet, is indeed belongs to you. In other words, they want to control your unhosted wallets. To escape this, it is better to take your funds away from cryptocurrency exchanges and send it to your hardware wallet before these regulations will be implemented. In the end, Bitcoin balance outflow from exchanges means that investors do not want to sell their Bitcoin. Bitcoin demand increases while Bitcoin supply decreases. Economic 101 people, price will skyrocket. Now let's take a look at this new CNBC and Michael Saylor interview, why he's so bullish on Bitcoin. Let's take a look.
Bitcoin near record highs, crossing 23,000 for the first time as institutional investors continue to pile in. Our next guest is a big proponent of Bitcoin. His company MicroStrategy has bought more than $1 billion worth in 2020, and the stock is climbing right alongside the crypto. Both up about 125% over the past 3 months. He even tried to convince Elon Musk to convert Tesla's balance sheet from dollars into Bitcoin in a Twitter exchange, saying Musk would be doing shareholders a favor. Joining us now to discuss MicroStrategy and its strategy on Bitcoin is the chairman and CEO, Michael Saylor. Mr. Saylor, welcome. Good to have you with us.
Happy to be here.
Let's since Elon Musk is such an interesting cat, you had an exchange with him and he about Bitcoin, and he said you said yes. I've purchased over 1.3 billion in Bitcoin in the past months, and be happy to share my playbook with you offline. Has he followed up?
You know, I can't speak about my conversations with him, but what I can say is that Tesla, Apple, and Google all have the same problem. They're sitting on huge piles of cash and they're dissipating shareholder wealth at a rate of 15 to 20% a year times that cash. They need to turn that from a liability into an asset. And the best way to do it is convert it into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's going up more than 100% a year. Cash is debasing at 15% a year.
But people put money in cash because it is stable and presumably, even though you're quite right that cash can lose value in real terms, but Bitcoin can be a very valuable asset, a very volatile asset as well, right?
You know, it used to be, but it's looking much better by the month. Bitcoin's the world's first engineered safe haven asset, and it's running on the world's first digital monetary network. I mean, everybody in the world, every institutional investor is looking for a safe haven, and they're all losing faith in gold, and they're losing faith in sovereign debt as a safe haven. So Bitcoin is sitting at the right place at the right time. It's very appealing to anybody that wants to preserve shareholder wealth.
Hi, Michael. Rahel Solomon here. Question. So you say it's becoming less volatile, and yet I wonder, do you think that Bitcoin still has a credibility issue? And if so, how do we move past that, or investors such as yourself move past that?
You know, if you'd asked me about Bitcoin in February, I would have said, "Bit what?" In March, everything changed. And since March, we've had Paul Tudor Jones and Stanley Druckenmiller, and we've had Bill Miller, and we've had Rick Reeder, and we've had Guggenheim, and we've had Skybridge, we've had MicroStrategy, we've had Square. We've got an avalanche of billion-dollar entities coming into this space, and they're not here to speculate on leverage with an uncorrelated asset. They're here because they want the world's best safe haven investment-grade Treasury Reserve asset. So as the institutions buy Bitcoin, its volatility changes and the characteristics of the asset class are maturing.
I just want to come back and poke a little bit at the safe haven thought there, because it's not very long ago that this was an asset that went up to $20,000 and then it was back down at $3,000. And if you were looking for it to be a store of value, that would be a store of unvalue. I mean, so you make the argument now that because a lot of people are coming into it, the dynamics of the marketplace have changed, that it's not going to be prone to those kinds of dramatic sell-offs. Am I understanding you correctly?
Look, it's totally different investors. It's institutions, major corporations. There's no leverage. The use case is different. The use case is to buy a Treasury Reserve asset and hold it for a decade. Massachusetts Mutual, a life insurance company, is buying it. Why? You want a long duration asset. Bitcoin is engineered synthetic pharmaceutical grade gold. It's all of the benefits of gold, but you can't make any more of it. It's got none of the hangover of gold. And so it's appealing to people that want to store their money away for many, many, many years. There's nothing better.
How much money, I mean, if you mind me asking, I hate to ask rude questions. My mother told me it's not polite to ask people how much they've made. But how much have you made in Bitcoin this year as it's risen and risen and risen?
North of $500 million.
Well, that's more than I make.
Michael Saylor was asked in the first question if he actually spoke to Elon Musk regarding Bitcoin purchase. What is interesting about this, he said that he cannot speak publicly about his conversation with Elon Musk, which makes me believe that Saylor actually had a conversation offline with Elon Musk about Bitcoin. If Elon had conversations with Michael Saylor about Bitcoin, I have high conviction that Michael Saylor understands Bitcoin well enough to convince Elon to buy some. Keep an eye on news. Tesla now buys Bitcoin as a Treasury Reserve asset. In the end of the day, every company that has a huge pile of cash has a problem with the high currency devaluation. M2 money supply increased by 8% per annum for the past decade, meaning the cost of capital is 8% per year. If you do not make more than 8% right now, you are losing money. And we know that this return is not possible in the bond market and in the gold market. Stock market is still debatable, and Bitcoin is no-brainer. Also, if you take a look at this chart, it represents three assets. The green line represents Bitcoin performance, Orange line represents Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index, which is market cap weighted crypto index. Then we have MSCI, which is market cap weighted stock market index of 1,603 biggest stocks throughout the world. As we see, the performance of year-to-date stock market index just gained a single-digit percentage point, while Bitcoin increased by more than 180%, and crypto index even slightly outperformed Bitcoin. It gained close to 200% in the same time frame. I believe 2021 will be even better year for Bitcoin and crypto alike indices. Let me know what do you guys think. How will Bitcoin perform in 2021? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, smash that like button and subscribe for more videos.